Good morning. Welcome to Mini Medi. I read this book called Power versus Force. It's been a while, so forgive me for not being able to quote it accurately. However, it really makes sense. It's a very large book, but I adored it. I'm actually surprised I can't find it, and I gave it away because my favorite books I keep, so maybe I just mislocated it. However, it talks about how using force is useless, and I actually tried to force a lot of things into my life, and it didn't work. And because I used to wonder why positive thinking didn't work for me, because I wasn't using it accurately. However, I didn't know that for years, but I didn't get it. Like, why are terrible things just happen to me all the time when I go to a church of positive thinking? But and positive thinking doesn't really work unless it results in positive feelings. So positive feelings work and have the energy, and the thinking, just me having thinking positive thoughts, I actually had to put a lot of effort into those positive thoughts and say them over and over until I would get a feeling of positive feeling, and then I would have good things happen. So it was a lot of input. I actually would carry a little notepad and write things over, like all financial doors are open and money comes freely to me, and just rehearse them throughout the day, and like magic, they actually do work. However, for me, I put a lot of work into it, a lot of effort to get results, and that's just my path. And I'm not sure if that's for everybody, but I suspect it might actually be. So practice makes perfect, right? And this book, it just talked about the difference between what true power is, and even would rate like music, different songs, and how much true power is in songs, depending on what emotion it induces into your being. So there's some songs will actually empower you and make you feel fantastic, and then other songs will make you feel yuck. And they actually said that song Heartbreak Hotel, I remember that, was one of the worst songs energetically for you, that will make you feel like crap, so to speak. So I'm trying to say the natural response now for you with information like this is to know you should gravitate toward music that makes you feel uplifted and good, and avoid and move away from music that makes you feel up, lower energy. So you have like hope is the middle energy, and the rest is joy and love and hope and harmony. Hope is right here. Love and joy. All the positive things above hope. But I know that love and joy are always at the top. And then you have the lower energies of despair and hate and regret and depression and death and grief. Even grief, is down here. So we can make music that makes us feel good, music that makes us feel bad. So I'm just using music as an example. It could be a book that you're reading, the content of anything. So please be mindful of that. You can do things that bring you up and do things that bring you down. And each thought can actually be measured if it's healthy and good for you or not good for you. So a great video or movie or book to read would be What the Bleep Do We Know? And that is actually the name of it. And there they even talk about this wonderful experiment with water crystals and how they will even transform into something of beauty when given positive words and attention, and what they look like if you give negative song or negative words to them, near them, they change and transform into a not very pretty crystallizations. So I think that was pretty profound, since we are made so much of water, to remember that it's very important what you say to yourself and what you expose yourself to, because you are made mostly of water, so you could be saying things, exposing yourself to some pretty bad things that are making you really feel down. And that's why the placebo actually works like 30% of the time. If you think you're getting better, you'll get better without even doing anything if you actually believe it and have that power. So it's like power, true power. And just if you want to explore it, I definitely think it's worth it, because I know for me, when I chant Om, it's like what's been one of the best things that I could say. There's been a lot of things that have changed me and my life and influenced me in great, profound, positive ways, but me chanting Om definitely changes something within my being and opens up something that is dynamic in my life. Now, will that have the same effect for other people? I don't know, but it's worth exploring to see, right? So for me, chanting Om has been a life changer. Reading the book, The Power of Now, has been a life changer. When I start talking and saying the word I can't, cancel. A spiritual teacher that I adore taught me that. That's been a life changer, because I've caught myself so many times saying, but I can't get up at 6 in the morning. I can't do this. And I can hear her words saying, well, if that's what you say, that's what you'll get. And then she would say, cancel, have a new thought. And that stuck with me. There's a lot of really good nuggets that have stuck with me. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, and you'll be okay, kid. I heard that from a 50-year-old man when I was like 18. Words to live by. I didn't realize he was quoting a song at the time, but very profound, life-changing. Stuck with me. I always thought about that. At every turn, I thought about that. So that's good. It's funny because he was 50. I thought he was a wise old man. So even that changed now, because now I'm 50 and thinking, oh no, I'm a wise old woman now. So young at heart, all right? Anyway, yeah, the power versus force, a good thing, but what I was saying is a good thing to explore. You could explore that now so easily because we do have access to YouTube. So if you look up different frequencies, and you'll see like different beats, so there's like delta, theta waves. Yeah, explore that, check it out, and it's interesting learning more about it. I know a little bit about the science of it all, but I do know the effect of me chanting Om has been a life changer. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that privately. Maybe there'll come a day where I will and ask you to join me, but I don't do that right now. Well, privately I definitely do, because it definitely changes my energy. So I must just have a lot of stuff that does get pent up. So I was a runner. I don't really classify myself as a runner these days. You never know in the future, but I'd always have a way to get things out. So now I feel that tightness, you got to get it out, whether you work out, you scream, you do yoga, whatever it is, breath work. Everybody has their thing. I chant Om and release that way. So we're going to take our hands out and take 3 deep breaths. I am energy. I know the best energy for me to have is to have hope and higher throughout the day. Even if it's just those moments. Even if I'm in great despair and I can't feel that, know that it's on its way and it's coming. If I just hold on and I know that hope will be alive, and it is alive, even though I don't see it within me, I'm not in touch with it because so many things are blocking its view. I know I can always read and remember and have faith that I'll come out the other side of it and feel good again. Know that it's coming. And trust that it is on its way. And pray that it's coming quickly. That things are getting better. Put on a happy song. Don't indulge and listen and complain. And don't feed the energy that is low and not helpful. Designate at least an hour to yourself and a positive adventures for yourself, whether it's listening to good music, drawing, talking to an upbeat friend. Take at least 1 hour a day. You deserve it. And do something that is of positive nature and uplifting, even if you are going through grief. And it's okay to have those times in life. And those times in life will come for all of us. But remember, joy can be accessed at all times, whenever you want. It's not appropriate to feel joy if you're going through despair. But know that happiness will come again once you move through feelings you need to. It's important to not stay stuck for too long in lower energies. But you may get stuck in those lower energies at times. And know it's okay. Don't make it worse by beating yourself up for that. But trust that it will pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Breathe through the pain and know that it will dissipate. There's plenty of things to reach out to. Good books, therapist, good friend, comedy, memories that are good, taking a walk, being in nature, making a new recipe. There's actually a million things that you could do. I trust that I am in tune with true power, power of goodness, and I indulge in those activities, and I can actually fuel them from within me by chanting. I don't need to necessarily turn to outer things. I contain the power within me, the power of my being is in touch with this magnificent power, this all creative being, divine intelligence shines in me. And I expand it and get in touch with it from deep within me. And I know my true power and breathe through it and bring it out into the world and share this power and love and delight and art and writings and voice songs with others, whatever it is. Poetry, running, drumming, can be anything. Anything that suits you and your energy, that you are attuned to, and that is good. Power True power is beautiful. You cannot exude your will upon the will of others. It is not having power over others. That is not a positive thing at all. Everyone has a right to free will and their own choices. You get to choose for yourself, though, and no one gets to choose for you. You are the director and the actor in your show. Do not be the director and actor in another person's show. That's their business. Everybody belongs to God, and you belong to God. You belong to you. You determine your path. So you choose now. Power, your true power is at hand. And in your hand, in your being now, let it shine. And so it is. Take a deep breath in and release and say thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for my power. Thank you for everything. And you have the most magical, beautiful day. Set your mind to it, and I will see you next time.